Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
So I will ask you by name and you will tell good evening. Okay. So start from V. Dipti.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. Unnati.
Good evening, sir.
Who is C? I do not know. So C. Absent. V. Absent. Janki.
Yeah, sir. Good evening.
Q. Janki.
Yes, sir. Kune Janaki, sir.
Kune Janaki. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
G. Sandha.
Good evening, sir.
Meghna.
Good evening, sir.
Pitesh.
Good evening, sir.
Farah.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. So what I have done, I have used the nominal scale. So our name means it is the classification. So when we find that two variables, they are very much similar to each other, then we have to classify them. And for the classification purpose, we use the name. Okay. So two female students are there. Two male students are there. How we can identify, how we can make the difference between the two? That is the name. Okay, two female students, they have different names, and two male students, they have the different names. So this is also the classification. How? Then I can say that is there are two females or two female students and there are two male students. So male and female, that is also the indicator of classification. So male, female, this is the categorization, and this categorization we are using for classification purpose. And when we use name, okay, for categorization, for classification, then we can tell that this is the nominal scale. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. Now, from the point of view of education, can you classify the students based upon their educational qualification? How we can classify? Shandha, how we can classify? Meghna, Pritesh, Anand Kumar, can we classify? Okay, we can classify them. That is educational qualification, less than graduation, and educational qualification more than graduation. Okay. Is it clear? Pritesh, Farah,
Yes, sir.
okay. Now you think that is from the point of view of socioeconomic status. How you can classify the people based upon the socioeconomic status. So you can say lower socioeconomic status. You can say middle socioeconomic status. You can say upper socioeconomic status or higher socioeconomic status, like that. So these higher, lower, middle, all are basically the nominal scale. So in business, the very much prevalent data is the nominal scale. Suppose we want to launch one product. Maybe one cosmetic you want to launch. So who will be your buyers? For that reason, you have to classify the consumers into different categories on the basis of socioeconomic status. Okay? Is it clear? Now, I am presenting you one table . Is it visible to all of you? Okay. So what we have noted here, the variables, gender, age, education. The three variables are there, and each variable has some categories. For example, in case of the gender, male, female. Okay. Now, you will find three things here: sample, sampling frame, and population in the city. And if you add them, this 50.1% plus 49.9%, then you will get 100. Okay. And the next one is sampling frame. Sampling frame is very important before selecting the sample. So you have the population, well-defined population you have, and from that population, you have drawn the sampling frame. And from the sampling frame, you can collect the sample. So what is sample? Sample is the representative of the population. So initially you have the population data. So that data will be the secondary data, secondary source. You will collect that data from the secondary source, maybe the population survey. And from that secondary source, you will create the sampling frame. And when you design the sampling frame, you please pay attention about the population distribution. You have to pay attention to the population distribution. So more population is 50% of the total population, that is male, and 49% is female. And when you have designed the sampling frame, then 72%, that is from the male respondents, and 28% from the female. Why? Because your result will reflect the population. So this is vital. When you want to draw the sample, you have to collect data, that is the population data, from the secondary source, and from there you will make the sampling frame. After that, sample. Okay, and you will find that is these two, 50.1, 49.9. If you add them hundreds, like 72.28 and 73.9 plus 26.1, the percentage. Okay. Now again, with respect to age, if you can add, then again you will get the 100. And from the education point of view, high school diploma or less, 61, and bachelor's degree or higher, 39. This is clear to all of you. So this is basically the nominal scale. So male, female, or age 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, over 60s. So they are the categories. Okay. Since they are the categories, you cannot calculate the average. You cannot calculate the standard deviation. Then how do you manage that data? Then you can manage the data by using the frequency or the percentage based analysis. Okay. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. Any question? No question. Now, I am requesting Farah. Farah, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you read from your note this
Ye-
measurement scale?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. Let me open it.
Is it with you now or I will show?
Oh, sir, can you please show it to me?
Okay, I will show you. No problem. Yes, Farah.
So I'll start with questionnaires.
One second. Yes, please start.
Okay, sir. I start with keywords or questionnaires, sir? Keywords, right?
Keywords. We go to the keywords.
Okay. So first is scale, a continuum having some numerical values. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4 with equal intervals. Measurement scales, scales used to measure attributes, qualities, and categories of the object. There are 4 measurement scales: nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. Nominal.
Okay, one second.
Yes.
1 second.
Yes.
So the initial phase is the continuum. Okay. So when you think about the continuum, that means there is some limit, lower limit to the upper limit, or from upper limit to the lower limit. So that is the continuum. And when we assign some of the numerical values on the continuum, then it becomes scale. Okay, now you go to the nominal scale.
Okay. A nominal scale is a naming scale where variables are simply named or labeled with no specific order. Ordinal scale
What does it mean? It means, maybe I say that is male and the female. So female means
gender.
0, male means 1. Or you can think that is the male means 0 and female means 1. So there is no specific order. Okay, next.
Ordinal scale. Ordinal scale has all its variables in a specific order beyond just naming them.
Yes.
So
this is the first, second, third, fourth. When we are talking about the rank, so rank is the ordinal scale. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. So all of them are ordinal scale. Now, when we deal with the nominal scale based data analysis, we are giving importance on the frequency and percentage. But in case of the ordinal scale, definitely we can give importance on the frequency percentage, but also we can pay attention to the median. Mean, mode, median. So we can pay attention to the median. So median rank. So what is the position of the individual with respect to any particular variable? You can think about the median rank. Median rank is very powerful. Median is very powerful because it is not affected by your outlier. Okay. Therefore, we are giving importance on the median. Next is
the interval scale. Interval scale offers labels, order, as well as a specific interval between each of its variable options.
So in case of the interval scale, we can find the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the order. But always keep in mind that psychologists or the business psychologists, they are using the rating scale, and this rating scale is not the ordinal scale. This is called the quasi-interval scale. So here, from 1 to 2, the scaling distance is similar from 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, 4 to 5, like that. But from the gradation, the change is there. Okay. So this is the very important scale. It is called the interval scale. Next one.
So next is ratio. Ratio scale bears all the characteristics of an interval scale. In addition to that, it can also accommodate the value of 0 or any of its variables.
Very good. So ratio scale is very advanced. And in statistical analysis, we are paying attention to the ratio scale with the assumption that in that scale, there will be 0 at the middle point. For example, yesterday I have shown the normal probability curve, and I have shown that is the mean, median, mode, all of them in normal distribution is 0. Okay. And the dispersion is that the right side 1, 2, 3, that Z score, and the left side -1, -2, -3, that is the Z score. So we are using normal probability curve based data analysis through the ratio scale. Thank you, Parag.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, as a businessman, you want to design the classroom of academic institution. Okay. The classroom for the children of primary education. Since they are the children of primary education, they cannot judge the difference between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, you cannot use the interval scale or ratio scale for the children of primary education. Then what will be your solution? You can ask the question and the answer will be yes or no. So you have to design the question in such a manner so that the students can easily give you proper answer. So now, Farah, please read it.
Okay, sir. So the question is nominal scale, attitude towards classroom instruction. This is a test, so you can all answer to me. This questionnaire measures your attitude to the classroom. Please answer by writing yes or no after the question. Do not hesitate to answer. Your answer will be kept in strict confidence.
So this is very important in business statistics when you will deal with some of the data collection through the questionnaire. you have to give the adequate instruction so that the instruction will be standardized. That means each respondent will answer based upon the standard instruction. Okay, suppose you want to collect the data from the 30 students. First, they will read the instruction. You have to check whether the students are able to understand the instruction properly or not. For that reason, before answering to your question, you will ask them one question and they will answer to you, and based upon that answer you can think, that is, whether your respondents have understood the instruction or not. Okay, this is clear. Okay, next, Farah.
Yes, sir. Next, first, does your classroom get cleaned sufficiently every day? Second, can you sit in your classroom comfortably? Third, do you face difficulty studying in your classroom during rainy season? Fourth, do you find enough space to relax, keep your hands in the classroom during writing? Fifth, do you think there is adequate light in your classroom? Sixth, can you see your teacher's face from your seat in the classroom when he or she teaches lesson to you? Seven, do you think that there is any possibility to get electrified in the classroom?
Very good.
And eight, yeah, eight.
So, sorry, 8,
Yes,
please.
Yes, sir. Eight is, are the classroom adequately airy?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, here you will find, that is, the students will answer to your question by writing yes or no. So 7 questions are there. If you want to make any score, then you have to find out how many yes or how many no. Okay. This is called the nominal scale. Now you go to the ordinal scale. So Farah.
Yes, sir. The ordinal scale value survey instruction. This questionnaire measure what is important in your life or values. Below are the 2 sets of values. Each set consists 14 values in life. The values are in alphabetically order. Each value is accompanied by a short description and a blank space. Your goal is to rank each value in its order of importance to you for each of the 2 sets. Study each set and think of how much each value may act as a guiding principle in your life. To begin, select the value that is of most importance to you. Write the number 1 in the blank space next to that value. Next, choose the value is of second in importance to you and write the number 2 in the blank next to it. Work your way through the list until you have ranked all 14 values of first set. The value that is of least importance to you should appear in box 40. When you have finished ranking all 14 values, go to the second list and rank the next 14 values in the same way. Please do each set separately. When ranking, take your time and think carefully. Feel free to go back and change your order should you have second thoughts about any of your answers. When you have completed the ranking of both sets of values, the result should represent an accurate picture of how you really feel about what is important in your life.
Okay.
So
here again you will find that is the instruction is there. And the instruction is very clear. That is how many questions are there. It is clearly written. That is 14 questions are there. And it is clearly written that is how you will rank the values. So there will be no paired rank. Okay, so two values will be the same rank. No, that should not be. Okay, now set 1, please read it.
Yes, sir. A, self-awakening, imagining positive power or energy. B, emotional control, controlling unwanted emotion. C, systematic following planned step. D, self-insulting less, not offending to self. E, fearless, feeling of overcoming fear. F, cleanliness, neat and tidy. G, no work family conflict, maintaining balance between family and work demand. H is Niskam principle, working without expectation of reward. I is challenging, competing against one. Yeah, competing against. And then J is self-understanding, feedback to self about own success and failure. K, doubtless, feel from uncertainty in belief. I is free from fear or of failure, free from anticipated failure. M, resolute, determined in purpose. N is active, avoiding laziness.
Thank you. So this is the set 1. Like that, there is another set, that is the set 2. Okay, so I am not discussing that one. And what is important, that is you have to rank these 14 values based upon your preference. First, second, third, fourth. So that will be your rank. Suppose you have collected data from the 100 individuals. Then what will be your analysis? First analysis will be how many people assign first rank to the first value. Similarly, second value, third value, fourth value, like that. So initially that will be the frequency. After that, you will calculate the percentage. So this is one side of analysis. Another side of analysis is you can calculate the median, because this data is the rank data. It is the ordinal data. So you can calculate the median. And based upon the median, you can conclude about the result. Okay, you can make adequate interpretation based upon the median value. So this is the approach that you can follow when the scale is in ordinal scale. Okay, Farah, next is the
Yes,
interval scale.
Yes, interval scale. So Neo FFI3 instruction, write only where indicated in this item booklet. Carefully read all of the instructions before beginning. This questionnaire contains 60 statements. Read each statement carefully. For each statement, fill in the response that best represent your opinion. Make sure that your answer is in the correct box. Fill in SD if you strongly disagree or the statement is definitely false. Fill in D if you disagree or the statement is mostly false. Fill in N if you are neutral on the statement, if you cannot decide, or if the statement is about equally true and false. Fill in A if you agree or the statement is mostly true. Fill in SA if you strongly agree or the statement is definitely true. Note that the responses are numbered in rows. Example, first 5 responses from an individual who strongly disagrees with item 1, 2, and 3 and agrees with item 4 and 5. Fill in only one response for each statement. Respond to all of the statements, making sure that you fill in the correct response. Do not erase if you need to change an answer. Make an X through the incorrect response and then fill in the correct response. Before responding to the statements, turn to the inside of this item booklet and enter your name, age, sex, ID number, and today's date.
Next.
Okay, so the first statement is I am not a warrior. Second is I like to have a lot of people around me. Third, I don't like to waste my time daydreaming. Fourth, I try to be courteous to everyone I meet. Fifth, I keep my belongings neat and clean. Sixth,
Okay,
I
now,
often...
thank you.
Yes, sir.
So these are the 5 questions or 5 statements. It is clearly written that I am not a warrior. I am not a warrior. I like to have a lot of people around me. I don't like to waste my time daydreaming. Okay. Now you follow. There's no sentence is complex sentence. So this is the vital. When you want to make the interval scale based item, okay, each statement should have only one finite part. You would design the statement in such a manner so that the respondents can easily understand. So this is, and your response will be only the 5 points are there. Maybe it is strongly disagree, neutral, agree, or strongly agree. Farah, there was definition of ratio scale. What is that?
Yes, sir. That is in the last, sir. In the last.
Yes, please read it.
Okay. Definition of ratio scale. Ratio scale is a type of variable measurement scale which is quantitative in nature. It allows any researcher to compare the intervals or differences. Ratio scale is the 4th level of measurement and poses a 0 point or character of origin. This is a unique feature of this scale. For example, the temperature outside is 0 degrees Celsius. 0 degree does not mean it is not hot or cold. It is a value.
Very good. Next.
Next is concept of ratio scale. It is the highest level of measurement. The most important features of the ratio scale is that the ratio of any two numbers is independent of the unit of measurement, and therefore it can be meaningfully equated. Well-known ratio scale is the semantic differential scale. Semantic differences or differences in meaning to the object or event players a critical role on individual differences in behavior. In search of meaning, psychological researcher tends to scale contrasting adjectives like unhappy, happy, unworried, worried, etc. Meaning includes various reactions of people to the object or concept. There are three facets of meaning: denotation, description of an object in terms of physical properties, connotation, sentiment and feeling of person, and association. Objects come to mind when one has heard a particular word. This is not appropriate in interval scale, as there is a neutral point where both contrasting objectives will be totally neutral. For the same, ratio instead of interval scale is more appropriate. Oz could initially conceptualize the ratio scale to understand semantic differences to the different objects. This scale is called semantic differential scale. Purpose of the semantic differential scale is to measure various facets of the meaning of the concept. Concept must be the object or stimulus which can elicit different responses from individuals. Concept must be relevant to the problem being investigated. Concept may be members of family, employers, teachers, public figures, ethnic or culture groups. Abstract ideas such as hatred, sickness, love, or product names or brand names of company. Osgood, 1957, discovered three kinds of factors: evaluation, potency, and activity. Evaluation: good, bad, fair, unfair, clean, dirty, honest, dishonest. Potency: strong, weak, large, small, hard, soft, dominant, submissive. Activity: hot, cold, active, passive, tense, relaxed, quick, slow. One can use only one factor or multiple factors according to the concept. Figure shows 3 dimensions of semantic differential scale: good, bad, powerful, powerless, powerful, fast, slow.
Yes, so good, bad is the evaluation factor, and powerful, powerless is the potency factor, and the fast and slow is the activity factor. And this particular scale, the semantic differential scale, is widely used in marketing. Okay, in marketing management, this scale is widely used. Suppose you want to launch one toothpaste. So initially you have to understand that is what is the concept of your consumer about the toothpaste. So what is the meaning of Colgate toothpaste? What is the meaning of Sensodyne? What is the meaning of Babul? Like that. So this meaning basically guides consumers' behavior. Consumers' purchasing decision is guided by the meaning. And at that time, as a business psychologist or business statistician, your function will be to collect the data in such a manner so that you can understand the meaning of the product. Okay. Now here is one sample. What do you mean by the businessman? Here is my study. Where it is? This is right.
Yes. Sir. It's,
One sec, Farah.
yes. Sir.
Yes, now start.
Okay, sir. Table rating for evaluation of businessmen on the differential scale. Good, fair, clean, honest, strong, large, hard, dominant, hot, active, tense, quick. 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3. And then some bad, unfair, dirty,
No, it
dishonest.
will be, please read in this manner. That is, there will be the bipolar adjectives. Good, bad, fair,
Okay, okay.
unfair, like that.
Okay. So good, bad, fair, unfair, clean, dirty, honest, dishonest, strong, weak, large, small, hard, soft, dominant, submissive, hot, cold, active, passive, tense, relaxed, quick, slow. And then 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3.
Okay, so here you can find out the 0 at the middle. Okay. And the right side, you will find there is a level -1, -2, -3. So if you think that businessman is very good, then what will be your score? 3. If you think that is no, businessman is not good. Again, businessman is not bad also. So what will you do? You will assign the score on 0. And if you think, they are good, so you can assign the score on 2. And if you think that his businessman is very bad, then your assignment will be on -3. Okay, so this is the way we can collect the data from the consumer about the meaning of product. So this data I have collected from the students of management. Okay. And this is the rating. So they think that businessmen must be very active. Therefore, they assign 3 on active. They are not very much clear. The students are not very much clear about whether the businessman is very honest or very dishonest. Therefore, they assign the score on 0. Okay. So this is their perception about businessmen. So you can use the same questionnaire in your life. You can compare the two toothpastes, or you can compare two lifestyle, you can compare 2 or 3 products based upon this data. This data means based upon this questionnaire. And the scoring procedure is different here. So when you do any internship, at that time you can get better answer about how to score, because this is a very complex scale and it is based upon the factor analysis. Therefore, the scoring pattern that is relatively complex. Okay, but this is not important here. So our purpose is to give you the knowledge about the measurement scales and how we can use different measurement scales in our research. Okay. I think it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Any question? Okay, no question. Thank you, Farah. Thank you, Rama. Thank you, Meghna, Unnati, Deepti, Pune Janki, Shandha, Professor Sharma. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Hardik. Tipati, thank you. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank
so
you,
now
sir.
I want to close it. Again, tomorrow we will sit together.
Okay, sir.
If you have any problem, please do write in the group.